everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie.
Hello.
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night Wah, set on the one and only Brobna. But today we're taking a very different turn, my friend, because we're heading to the slightly video gamey realm of Darktide. Thank you, GW, for sending us through Darktide, the miniatures game, which we are going to play for you right now as we take our lowly, very smelly band of warriors to victory. Let's do it. Welcome one and all to the crabulous, fantabulous Tertium Hive, as represented in hex form here in Darktide, the miniatures game. Now, this may seem to many like a brand new board game, but this is actually just Kill Team Light Edition with some absolute banter options, which we will explain for you now. We're going to be playing through 3 missions, which forms up or 3 rounds that forms up a single mission in the campaign book for you today. And we have got a lovely Ogren model here, we've got a Psyker, we've got a Zealot, and we've got a Veteran, all represented by these lovely cards that may look familiar to fans of Kill Team. But there is a twist, my friend, many in fact, because before you start out on your mission of daring do and basically just smashing apart all of Nurgle's beasties, you get to choose equipment and upgrades for free. 2 upgrades and 2 pieces of equipment per character, and some of them are absolutely hilarious. So Beanie, why don't we start with your Ogren, and you can tell us what you've equipped him with and what special powers you've given him.
Okay, so I've given him Bull Charge, which basically allows him to move up to people and do D3 mortal wounds. So he's going to smack him with his big old belly.
Hell and yeah, together.
And I've given him Protector as well. So essentially, if he stood there and his friend next to him is getting attacked, he can switch places with them, take the beating, and possibly dish it out back.
Now, seeing as he has 14 wounds as well, that's going to be very useful for that slab of meat to take some punishment there.
And going on the theme of he's going to be taking some gunishment, we've given him the multi-flak layers, so it allows me to reroll a defense dice for damage coming in. And on top of that, when we're allowed to heal, he just gets a flat 6 heal instead of 2d3. So no chance for me to roll that double ones.
Yeah, which you do love doing when it comes to healing your guys in Kill Team.
It is what I'm all about.
Yeah, just for those not in the know, the prepare phase is basically what happens after we complete a round. And like I said, there's 3 rounds. You get to heal up a bit, change equipment, and do what you need to do. But this allows Beanie to mitigate some bad rolling and just heal 6 flat, which is fantastic. And speaking of sick, let's move over to the Zealot.
So my Zealot, I decided I was going to make them as choppy as I physically could. So I've given them Militant, which adds an attack and damage characteristics to their chain blade. So that's 4 attacks with strength damage 5 and 6. Should be very helpful. And then on top of that, giving them Reap, which means that any adjacent Darktide miniatures will take half the damage rounded up.
Which
so that means
nice.
Guaranteed 3 damage to anyone stood nearby, which, and considering Poxwalkers have like 7 wounds, it's not a bad little clip.
And the fact that they want to be in close combat means that we're probably going to be surrounded, and this will help carve through the unwashed masses.
That's right. And then it's got the Disruptor Generator, which allows lethal hits to be on a 5 and a 6 instead of just a 6. Just to keep pushing that 6 damage on the person. And then the Priestly Blessing means basically I get a reroll for anyone. If your hit coming in against me is awful, I go, no, re-roll.
Roll again. And I love this because it's like, even from these 2 things here, the fact that you can build these in so many different ways, because there's tons of different upgrade cards that you can put in, means that there's a lot of replayability straight off the bat. And I love that they feel comically overpowered.
They do.
Because they should do when you're playing Darktide, because you do steamroll through a lot of people until you hit the sort of big boys.
Yeah, and Darktide, the video game, that is what it's all about, is feeling confident, and then one of the witches comes, or one of the blob monsters. It's like, play good.
Oh dear, I'm dead. Now we've got the Psyker over here that I'm going to be controlling, who's got the Pilgrim's Relic, which means that when an attack inflicts damage on this operative, once per game, I can say, no damage for me. Going to be using that as a get out of death jail card for free. Refractor Field over here is going to mean that...
Death jail sounds terrible.
It really is, man. It's a Bloodborne secret area. So Refractor Field over here gives the defense dice crits on 5s and 6s, which is fantastic because they don't have a lot of health. They don't have a lot of like damage output apart from the cheeky little Smite that I've upgraded over here. More of a support character. The Smite though does 3 to 5 damage and it has lethal 5 up, which is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to using that and just cracking some heads. And I've also given them the Shroud ability. Now what this does is that I can give any one of our friendly operatives the Shroud token, and when they have that, they cannot be targeted for shooting attacks unless the person that's shooting them is right next to them.
Ooh.
If they do any actions, though, the Shroud token disappears and goes back to the Psyker. But it can definitely help people advance up the board and then stay safe from enemy fire.
I like it.
And over here, I've got the Veteran, who's got a telescopic sight, which means that if I'm shooting things that are more than 3 hexes away, I've got criticals of 5 or 6s for those shooting attacks. I've got the Auspex over here, which means that every single time at the beginning of the battle phase, which is this initiative deck, once that's depleted, I get to look at the top 3 cards, or the up to D3 cards, and either put them into the top or bottom of the pile, which is fantastic. It means that I can basically stack the deck in our favour to make sure that we're activating sooner than our enemies. I've also got Fusillade, which means I can do 2 shoot actions if my target is within 4 hexes of me for my second one, and Combat Drill, which is incredible. Select one other friendly kill team operative that is both in this operative's line of sight and up to 4 hexes away. That operative can perform a free action. Very cool indeed. So that is our kill team here. We now know who we are playing as, and we know what we're fighting against, the forces of Nurgle. And the mission here for round 1 is very simple indeed. Every single Poxwalker must be killed, removed from the battlefield. But at the end of each round, if there are no other Poxwalkers, one will spawn here at the very back and keep moving. So we need to be quick and move through this board and kill them very quickly. But I believe that we can. For the Emperor. Ooh. Obini and I are ready, even if our operatives are facing the wrong way. But that's because they are actually fooling them. They're going to jump around now and start attacking. But first we need to see who will get the first activation. I've given it a good shuffle. And it's Poxwalker number 1 with the club over Clubby Boy, Clubber Lang. It's this guy over here because of the fact I remembered that there is somebody who I did not have the model for. So this person gets to act. They follow this behaviour card over here. Fight and pass, they can't do. Normal move and then fight, or normal move and then pass. So they're going to do their normal move, going towards the closest one with the highest threat range, which is the Ogren over here. 1, 2, 3. Directly towards them, and thus ends their turn. Next up on the activation deck is Poxwalker number 6, who is right over here. He's also going to go 1, 2, 3 over here towards you. The next one. Now we get to decide which of our kill team will operate and activate. You know, you said about that reap thing? That might be quite good indeed. Obini has activated the Zealot, moved them up here, and is going to do a fight action against. Which one would you like to try and kill?
I'm going to hit the closest one, because I get to reap the one next to him.
Indeed you do, and reap will do an extra 3 damage or something like that to
well, yeah,
that person.
Because it's your damage rounded up, half your damage rounded up, and because of the militant, that's 5, 6, so it's always going to be 3.
So potentially you could kill both in this one round of combat. So Beanie's going to roll for his attacks, hitting on 3s.
5s and 6s are great.
Ooh, that's pretty good. So you've got 2 crits over there, and then the diseased claws of the Poxwalker are going to fight back. 4 attacks hitting on 4s. Now they only hit you once.
I'm going to make you re-roll that.
Because is it once per game, or is it once per when you re-roll that attack?
When fighting in combat.
It can be. Okay, cool. So you're going to make me re-roll my successful hit into a miss. That's a very good one there. That priestly blessing coming in clutch. Okay, so that means then you're going to resolve 2 attacks against it. So that's going to be
12 damage into the one and 6 into the other.
Which kills one of them outright and leaves the other one on 2 wounds remaining. Not bad for a first outing, my friend.
Woo.
Okay then, let's see who's next up. It's another one of our kill team operatives. Now, would you like me to try and shoot this person who's going to try and charge into the back so they don't get an activation?
I would.
Yes, let's do just that. And in fact, I'm going to turn my operative around, so that doesn't obviously count as a move, and I'm going to activate the veteran, and the veteran is going to shoot, and if they fail, they're going to shoot it again, because of Fusillade.
I like that.
So, I'm going to get my hot shot volley gun. It is 5 attacks. Ooh, lucky, lucky. Hit on 3s, and damage 3 and 4.
Is it 5, 6 for lethals?
It is not in this case, because they
I thought you had an ability, didn't you? One of your equipment does that, doesn't it?
It's more than 3 hexes. Unfortunately, there is. The telescopic sights will not come in clutch here. But I do hit you 2 times, and can I do anything else at all here? I can't do anything else at all, so we now roll the defense dice of the Poxwalker.
So 3 defense dice, and it's on 5s.
3 defense dice, 5 ups. Let's see what they get. Oh, they block both of my attacks. God damn it. So I'm going to have to do it again with Fusillade.
Stop thwarting yourself.
Oh, I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's try and do that again. Come on, mate. You can wake up now. That is a much healthier spread. Everything hits, you roll 5 ups. Okay, so you block out one of my crits, but unfortunately that is going to be 2 damage a pop. 2, 6.
8. Dead.
It's 8 wounds, exactly. It kills that Poxwalker dead. Blah, 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 blah. Taken down by Lasfire. Okay, next up, let's see what we've got. Oh, it's another activation for our kill team operatives. You've got either the Psyker or the Ogryn left. Would you like to do something with the Ogryn? I'm happy for you to take another turn there.
Yeah, I think the Ogryn could probably go up and stab someone.
Fair enough.
What do you think? Do you like
I
that?
like the idea of that. Do you want to just go around and smash that person there?
Well, I'm thinking because you get to move 3, right?
You do get to move 3 hexes, and there's no charge action in this, so as long as you end next to them.
So because of bull charge, if I go 1, 2, 3, I'll get to do D3 roll on him, mortal wounds.
Yes, you
and
will.
And if he dies, then I can just shoot that guy instead.
You know what as well? Just because of the fact that I want to make sure that you get into this combat here, I'm actually going to dial back time and use my veteran upgrade of combat drill, select one other friendly operative that is both within this operative's line of sight and in 4, and immediately it can perform a free move. So you're going to get your free move straight away to do what you need to do.
So 1, 2, 3, and now it's D3 damage on this person because of bull charge.
Indeed it is, a D3. Ooh, kills him dead, so that Poxwalker is already gone, and now you get to go into your 2 activations that you'd normally get for it being your turn.
So do I get to do a normal move?
Well, because that normal move there didn't count as being one of your things, so you get to move again.
Okay, so
straight in there again.
2, 3, because it'll be 1, 2, 3. Yep, so there, now it's D3
Bull
again.
charge. Ooh, for the big 3. Nicely done there, my man. I'll keep tally with it on this one here.
And now it's going to be 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, strength 4 and 5.
Indeed it will be. So. Going to annihilate him. Ooh, he missed.
That's what. It's because I used the little dice.
Oh, that's the problem. I'll use the big dice now, and I'll probably get all of them back. So it's 4 attacks back with the diseased claws. Oh, he's hit you 3 times back. Okay, so he always has to strike, so you can choose to parry or you can choose to attack. You're going to take damage no matter what here. But you will be able to do 4 damage to him straight away.
I'm going to do 4 damage to him straight away.
Okay, so you're going to take do 4 damage, but you are going to take instead 2... What was it? 4, 5, 6, 7 damage back.
Well, he's only got 2 there.
Was that not a 4 as well?
Yeah, but I parried that.
Oh, so okay, yeah, you're parrying. Sorry, you said do 4 damage. Right, okay.
Oh no, you're right. I did say do 4 damage. Yeah, no, sorry. So 2, 4, 7 damage.
So
to me.
7 damage back. Was it worth it? You did do 4 damage, and then 5, 6, 7. So he's on 1 wound remaining. So nearly killed him. Nearly killed him. Hey, you get to heal back. You're fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, then, let's see who's up next. It is, the guy with the sledgehammer at the back. The axe. He gets to move 3 forward, and thus ends his turn. Next up is, it's another operative, and that means it's down to the Psyker to help finish off this guy. Yeah, that's probably what I should do. So what I'm going to do from here, because I've got line of sight that can go down, I'm going to use Smite to try and finish off the job, and then I'm going to throw a Shroud. Actually, no, the Shroud won't work, it's only against shooting attacks. Can't do much to help you on this one, I'm afraid.
It's okay.
I'm just going to do, I'm going to move and then do a Smite. So 1, 2, 3, and then they're going to turn around and do a Smite right into that Poxwalker's face right there. It is 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, lethal, 5 ups. Oosh. Ooh, spicy. Okay,
yeah, dead.
So everything hits. You get 3 defense dice. Not that I think you could actually make anything. You tried, but unfortunately, you died. He is out of there, and thus ends her turn. Next up on the activation deck is, I believe, it's the Poxwalker that has got the big meaty hand. 1, 2, 3. They're coming up very close. And then it's this guy's activation who is already out of the battlefield. And then I believe this guy's already dead as well, so that is the end of the activation deck. We shuffle up again, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've made the new activation deck, minus the ones that are already dead. A new Poxwalker is back in the game, but before we begin, I get to roll a D3, and I get to look at the top 2 cards, and then rearrange them. Oh, I don't think I want to. 2 operatives straight away. Yeah,
I like them.
Keep them as they are. So, surprise, surprise, it's one of us going first. Now, would you like to try and massacre the 2 people in front of you with a bull charge, or would you like to fall back and shoot, and then we can all go up as one? Or would you like to not use the Ogryn straight away and I can activate and maybe shoot some boys for you? I don't mind.
Well, I was thinking that if you move up Shooty Pete over here,
Yep.
and he'll keep that extra range so he gets the lethals, if you can basically pip the two of them down to a lower damage, and then when you draw the next card, he's going to bull charge, and then he'll do D3 damage to each of them.
I like that as well. So here we go then. So we are going to move 1, 2, 3.
Can you see through me?
It doesn't say about going through models, it only says about going through heavy terrain, so I assume that we can go through and shoot down at... which one would you like me to shoot?
This guy.
That guy over there, I will try and shoot him. Okay, so it is going to be 5 attacks with the hot shot volley gun. Let's see if I got the gumption. I missed the tray half the times, but I did get 3 big hits. 3 defense dice of 5 up, my friends.
Oh, and these will be lethals on those two.
Oh, yeah, it would be. It would be.
And they've all gone through. He did.
Okay, so that has absolutely William Blatty'd him.
3, 6, 8. So yeah,
Yeah,
8
just
damage.
about. He has gone out of here, and now I will use my combat drill, select one other friendly operative that's within both the operative's line of sight, and 4 hexes away to do a free action. Would you like to shoot him with your Ripper gun?
Wouldn't you like to shoot him with yours?
I don't think I can shoot again.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure because it just says one other friendly Darktide operative.
Okay,
so I would say
yeah,
that's
the
not
Ripper
me.
gun will do it. So it's 4 shots hitting on 4s, 4, 5.
Here we go. Let's see it. Ooh, that's spicy, my friend. 3 defense dice, looking for 5 ups. He only gets 1 to block out that, but unfortunately he's going to take 8 damage, and that means he's going to be absolutely destroyed from that attack. Not bad for one activation there, getting rid of 2 of them, and as we move into the next one, oh, wouldn't you know it, you get to activate again. Now, do you want me to try and smite him off the board? What's our most... I've got 3 and 5 damage over here with lethal 5 ups and unlimited range.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad because he's not going to get to us.
No, that's the thing. We can just use this time to bide our
So
time.
how many is it? 3?
It is 4 attacks with the smite over here. So my Psyker is going to activate. We're going to try and do a smite and see what we get. Okay, so I hit you 3 times. Can I re-roll anything here? No, no, no. So that is 3 defense dice of 5 ups for your guy. You made 1.
So blocks
2.
off the lethal.
So that's 6 damage that he'll take in total.
So he's down to 2.
Leaving him down to 2 wounds remaining. And that's the end of my activation, apart from I will actually move up.
Yeah, you might as
here.
well.
Just do that. So, next up it is... Oh, it's the Poxwalker who's already out, so he can't activate. It's us again. Do you want to finish the job?
I'm going to go with the Ogryn.
Okay, the Ogryn, is he going to move and shoot, or is he going to just
He
stand
has to move
Oh,
because his gun is only range 4.
Indeed it be.
So 1, 2, 3.
And then the Ripper gun's coming in again, hitting on 4s. 4 attacks, only 1 really needs to go through here. And it may well do, because I don't fancy this guy's chances. He tried, but unfortunately, he died. And thus ends the first round, a whomping success for our Darktide team. Hooray, hooray, there was much rejoicing, hooray! But that was only round 1. There are 2 more to go through, so let's get set up. Let's change some equipment if we need to, and heal up some wounds.
Yes, please.
Round 2 Electric Boogaloo is about to begin, but this time there are a few twists. Before we began this next mission round, we healed up because we had to take an action in the prepare phase. So what we did was Beanie healed up his full 6 thanks to his Medipack. We drew 3 loot as well because that's what the other operatives did, and we swapped around some equipment. Now my Psyker has the Rejuvenant Syringe, removes 6 damage from this operative or 1 kill team operative adjacent to it, which means that I am now turning the Psyker into a support healer, which I think is probably going to pay us dividends.
I will need that, yes.
And on the table now, we have not only got 4 horrible shambling Poxwalkers and another regeneration point over here, so every single time the activation deck depletes, another one of them will arrive. But we've also got Mobian Guardsmen here, as represented by the blooded kill team, because I didn't have much time to paint all of these boys up. This is actually not a plasma gunner, but instead is a grenade launcher Mobian gunner. And then we have 3 Mobian troopers here. None of their stat lines are that impressive. They've got las guns and gun butts, But the real, but the real issue is that they shoot a lot. So we want to take care of them straight away before we then push forward and get rid of the Poxwalker horde. So are you ready, Bean?
I'm always ready.
Let's do it then, my friends. So the first person to activate is, the Darktide Poxwalker with the chain at the back. So he's going to move towards us. 1, 2, 3. That is his activation done. Next up, it is the Mobian Gunner #1, which is represented over here. Now, he's going to shoot and pass. If he cannot draw a line of sight towards these people here, then that means that he's going to have to do a normal move and shoot thanks to his behavior deck. And because of the fact that this is blocking all of his line of sight going forward on those hexes, he's going to have to go 1, 2, 3. Actually, shoot, people want to move away. So 3, he's going to move up to there. And he's going to pass. Oh, he's now going to shoot, now that he's got line of sight, down onto the threat priority, which would be your Zealot, because it's the closest one there. So he's going to roll his 4 attacks, hitting on 4s with his lasgun. He hits you once. You've got 3 defense dice, and it's 4 ups for kill team operatives across the board. The plot armor is strong, my friend. No damage taken, and thus ends that warrior's activation. Next up.
Also, just as a rule of thumb, do the Blood Bowl rule. Once the person's actually done their thing, turn them around. Just
makes it easier to find, doesn't it?
Yeah,
yep. This Poxwalker over here at the back with the axe is going to shamble forward. 1, 2, 3, over there, and then pass their turn. Next up, it's going to be another Poxwalker, Kel Surprise. It's this one over here that will now move 3 and turn around. Yeah. Yes, that's it. Group up for us, my friends, because I was hoping that if I just said it with confidence, it would be our turn. But no, it is the Darktide Gunner, which is going to be targeting. Threat thing is going to be the most direct person is going to be, unfortunately, my veteran over here.
Uh-oh.
And that means that they're going to fire down a horrifying grenade launcher.
4 attacks,
4s and 5s against my guy there. So let's see if I can do any damage to myself. Oh dear, that's a hit and a crit.
Hit and a crit.
I've got 3 defense dice, 4 ups here. Is there anything that I've got extra? Nope, nothing extra on this one here.
Easy, just roll a 6 or so.
Oh, I do.
There you
a
go.
4 and a 6.
Yay.
So there we go. I blocked the damage perfectly. The grenade explodes, but we duck behind cover. That was quite lucky, to be fair.
Yes, it
and
was.
We will definitely want to get rid of him first, because that is a worrying amount of damage, and it is now our chance to activate. So we're going to have a little think about who's going to go first and where we're going to push out. Okay, so we've decided that the veteran is going to activate for us. He's going to use a dash to move up into light cover over here, and then he's going to fire down at the gunner with the grenade launcher. Now, it is 5 shots coming in, and I am definitely far enough away from my telescopic sight to come in. So criticals on 5s and 6s here. No crits, but I do get 3 regular hits. Now, you get to retain one of these as being automatic critical save because of the fact that you are in light cover as nominated by that hex.
And then 5s.
The 5s. Okay, so you're only going to take 3 damage from that one there.
It's down to 4.
Okay, that's not terrible, not great either, but now I'm going to use my my combat drill card. I'm going to activate my Psyker, and the Psyker is going to throw a smite down at the guy who's in cover over there. So this is going to be 4 dice for my smite, targeting that boy over here, looking for 3s, lethals on 5s. Okay, that's 3 hits.
And a
one
lethal.
Of which is lethal.
But he gets, because he's in cover,
he will block that lethal, unfortunately.
And
So
now,
it's 2 regular dice of 5 ups. Makes another one, so that means he's only going to be taking 3 damage over here. Oh dear. Okay, well, that's the end of my activation over here. Let's see who's going to go up next. Oh, it's us again. Right, let's have a think. So we have decided that Beanie's going to activate the Ogryn, who's going to go
1, 2, 3, bull charge.
Bull charge for D3 mortal wounds straight away. Big 3 over there, so that brings the guy down to 4 wounds remaining, and then you'll be fighting him in combat with your
oversized bayonet.
Way-o. Way-o indeed. Okay, so I'll be fighting you back with the Mobian troopers, gunbutt.
My oversized bayonet going in your gunbutt.
Oh, I love it. It writes itself, this stuff.
Yeah. So 3s.
Oh my god. Okay, one of these attacks does 5 damage. He only has that left, so there's no way that he's going to be able to do any damage.
Wow!
He wanted to do damage, but unfortunately, you fight first, and then you're going to do how much damage to him?
5.
5 damage. He is dead. Thankfully so, because that was ridiculous.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so the next person who we drew on the activation deck was number 3, who's this guy who's wounded. He's going to be shooting over at the Ogren. He's going to be firing 4 shots, hitting on 4s, 2s and 3 damage. He misses all bar 1, which is a crit. You get 3 dice, 4 ups, but you're looking for 6s. No, but you can re-roll one of them for your multi-flak layers. No. Ooh. Okay, so unfortunately you will be taking 3 damage from that lasgun, scorching your thick hide, baby.
Ouchies.
Ouchie indeed. Moving on to the next activation. It's Poxwalker with a big meaty fist. 1, 2, 3. He's coming that way towards you. Next up is, Kill Team Operative activation. Do you want to go with the Zealot first and torch that guy in the nest?
I do.
Perfect. So you're going to move up so you're within range of your Flamer. And then you are going to toast the buns of this Gooner.
So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Very nice. Oh, that is a very healthy amount of hits right there. And none of those are criticals, but that's still pretty good. 1 is retained as a crit for the guy in the nest.
Yeah,
and then 2 5-ups. He doesn't make a single one, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe that is enough to kill him. Bye, toasted alive in the name of the MP Poos. Okay, next up, feeling pretty rambunctious. Oh, it's this guy over here, number 2, who is out of action.
Killed him.
Already dead, so that means the final activation is us, and that is going to be the Psyker. Now, it's probably best for me to help you shoot this guy over here, right, I would say, and then move closer to you to help with the charge later on.
Do some kiting.
Cool.
And if you stand by me, remember, if you get attacked, then we can switch places and I can take a kicking for
That's
you.
what I was thinking. So I'm going to go 1. Oh, you know what? Just in case. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go 1, 2 here, and then I'm going to smite down the line that way.
Because when the Poxwalker comes on the corner, like I say, we'll switch places, I'll take a hit, and then I'll beat him to death, and you heal me in the bum.
That'd be lovely. Okay, so I hit twice, but 1 is a crit. Unfortunately, that's going to be immediately blocked by the guy being in cover, and then there's 2 dice to roll, looking for 5s.
Nope.
He's not made that one, so he's going to take
3.
another 3 damage, so that is going to put him down to 1 wound remaining. Annoyingly, he's still alive. But that is the end of that activation round, so we're going to shuffle up and be right back. Here we are, the activation deck has been shuffled, but now I'm going to use my ability for Auspex and see if I can rearrange them to benefit us. So, 3 big cards that we get to look at.
Oh, lovely.
1, 2, 3. Now, the options say here that I can return them to the top and or bottom of the deck in any order of the choice. So I'm going to put the guy who can shoot at the very bottom of the deck. I feel that will favour us a lot more. Right, so first up, it's us, right. In terms of threats, these Poxwalkers still not much more of a threat, even though they did respawn another one over here. It's getting rid of the gunners because they don't respawn.
I think you should let me just do the Zealot,
and
I'm going to go
guy.
just go into combat. Because remember,
it's much better.
It's 5 and 6 damage chainswords.
Okay, so activate the Zealots, bring them into combat. Do you know what? Put them into cover as well.
Why not? And because of this, I get the 4 attacks.
4 attacks.
Because of the militant.
Yep.
So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, and 5s and 6s are lethal. Which doesn't apply here.
Okay, can you re-roll any dice here? When you're fighting in combat, you can re-roll any 1 dice. And it was worth it because that is 2 hits. The guy's going to fight back 3 attacks with the gun butt, hitting on 4s. Hits you twice. Now, you can either parry or you can do damage. Now, how much damage are you going to do? You're going to do 5 damage apiece. You will kill him if you just attack him twice. But you will take 3 damage back. Probably a trade?
Yeah. So we're going to kill him.
Cool, right. So 3 damage to you, but the gunner or the Amobian trooper is out of action, and that was definitely worth it. Next up on the activation is, it's us again. Do we want to mop up over here?
Yeah. Well, it's the only thing that can hit us with range.
It is indeed. Do you want to save the Ogren for a charge against the Poxwalkers, or do you want me to smite it, or do you want to just go in and just use your brutal charge and kill it straight away without rolling anything?
I think then I'm pulling the Ogren too far away to the side, so I think you'd actually be better off giving him a smite.
Cool, right. I'm going to do that then. I'm going to just turn around, try and smite his pants off with 4 shots coming in. Ooh, that is unfortunate for me because he's going to block the crit straight away, and he's got 3 chances to roll.
Because
one of them's also, yep. Oh, he's made it. Unfortunately, no damage taken there, but I am within range of my las pistol because it's 4 things. That's all I've got. So I'm
Cool.
going to have to do 4 attacks with the las pistol. Shoot in again,
You can do it.
hitting on 3s.
Oh, is it?
I
Nice.
hit all the times, which is good. He retains 1 of them for combat, so I'm just going to take that out. And 2 dice, looking for 2 5-ups. Not made, thankfully. Thankfully, he gets killed by the pitiful patter of las pistol fire. That is the end of the Psycho's go. And we move into the next activation. Oh, it's us again.
Okay.
Right, you've got the Ogryn, and I've got the Veteran. I'm happy to either or, mate.
I would say get the veteran to kill that guy off.
Cool, so the Veteran's going to shoot down the line 5 dice. 2, 3, 4, 5. The hot shot volley gun coming in against that Poxwalker over there. Ooh, he hits every single time, and it's only 3 saves of 5-ups to keep him alive. He dead, my friend.
Yes.
Very dead indeed. A good start there, and then I should probably move out of cover to start moving up and helping other people. So
Why do you need to move? You've got full range of motion with your guns, and they're going to be coming down. You're in cover. You're having a party.
yeah, maybe it is worth keeping him there. Can I shoot again? No, I can't. But I can perform somebody within 4 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can give you a free activation for combat drill if you'd like to move and get closer for your thing, or do you want to stay there? It's the only person that I can really give a boost to on this one.
Okay, so I don't have to use all 3, though, do I?
No, you don't. Because you can use a dash. Sorry, a regular move is up to 3.
Okay, 1, 2. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to just move 2, because
Yep.
it means that when these guys move in, I'll be able to run up for a charge.
Cool. Absolutely perfect. And next up is, it is the axe wielder over here. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 towards you guys. Next up, it's us again. Would you like the flamer to go in and do...
Well, I was going to 1, 2, 3, and then I was going to chop.
And you get to do reap as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, okay, so the zealot's going to go in. Whoop, and then he's going to attack. Which one would you like to dedicate your attacks to?
The closest one to the Ogryn and Pal.
Cool. That works for me. So you're going to chop the guy with the big fat arm.
So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
That's pretty good. You can re-roll 1 of those dice because it's each time you fight in combat. Priestly Blessing. 3 hits coming in. The diseased claws or diseased weapons of the Poxwalker hitting on 4s in return. 2 hits coming back against you. Now, how much damage are you looking at doing here?
So that's going to be 5, 10, 15.
Okay, so you're going to have to activate them each at a time because when this operative is fighting, each attack dice that inflicts damage also inflicts damage of 3 to...
So if I do all 3 and take the damage back, which is going to be pretty bad for him,
Well,
I will kill both.
This is true. So the first one that you would do would be doing 5 damage.
Yes, all
to him.
5 damage.
Then you would take 5. Then you'd take 2. Then you would kill him.
Oh, and then I wouldn't be able to hit
Yeah,
with the other one
and then-
anyway,
yeah.
so I might as well parry.
Yeah, parry 1 of his attacks then. And then you...
Oh, it works out the same, doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
anyway?
So you're going to basically do 10 damage to him. You're going to take 2 damage back, and you're going to deal 6 damage to this guy here because it's each dice that you activate. Not bad at all. Okay, so the Zealot is on 4 wounds remaining, but still definitely in this. And now we move into the guy who just got killed. Move into the next one. It's the guy who just got killed. And then we move into the next one. That one, unfortunately, is not on the battlefield. He is also dead. And then move on to this guy, the Chain Man, who's going to be coming in and fighting you. 1, 2, ends his movement there. He's going to be attacking with his diseased claws against you, but you will be fighting back. Diseased claws have 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Ooh, he hits you 3 times there, dude. You could make him re-roll 1 of them with your Priestly Blessing.
Yes, I'll make you re-roll 1 of them.
Okay, so you're going to make me re-roll 1 of my successful hits.
Don't roll a 6.
Ooh, but he's still
hit.
Yeah, still
okay,
hit.
so 4 attacks back, hitting on 3s.
Okay. Okay, so 2 come back in, big boys. He's going to go first, but
So yeah,
then...
they're both crits.
Yeah, they are both crits. You're going to do 6 damage to him a time, but the first one that comes in is going to deal 2 damage to you, so you're down to 2 wounds remaining. Then you can choose to either parry or do some damage to him.
I can't parry 2, so I'm going to take the damage no matter what happens here.
Sure.
So I might as well do this and it'll kill the other guy.
Yes, because it will do 3 damage immediately to him.
Yep,
Because it's
so,
reap.
so 6 to him, so he's now on 2.
Yeah, so they move across to him.
And
He
then
will do another 2 damage
I'm
back to you.
incapacitated.
So you are out, unfortunately. So you do not get to do anything there. The Flamer, the Zealot, is down right now. This is not good, but don't worry, we can resurrect him later. Okay, here we are. The battle deck has been made once more. Even though the Zealot is incapacitated here, don't worry, it will come back in the final round of this mission because you get to heal up to D3, 2d3 wounds in the prepare step of the next phase. So don't worry about it. He's fine. He's just a little damaged. He's fine.
He's still good.
I'm going to use the Auspex skill right now to see how many cards I get to rearrange. Only the one this time here. And I'm going to put that right to the bottom of the deck. Woo. You can activate last, my friend. So, as we go into this new round, who gets to activate first? It's one of us.
Ogren, 3 steps and might get a bull charge and kill that guy in 1 hit.
Yeah,
and then shoot the next guy.
That is a great shout, my friend. So, the bull charge coming in. 1, 2, 3. That is going to be D3 mortal wounds to him. Number 1. No. Unfortunately, he's still alive over here. So that means you're going to have to fight him in combat. You just need 1 hit to go through here. 1 4-up. And he has got him with gusto. That Poxwalker has been eliminated. Another one joined the ranks, by the way, over here. Next up on the activation is us again. Okay. So I think that I'm just going to move my guy up who has long-range shooting, and I'm just going to try and pie him off.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
So 1, 2, 3. Going to see down the line over here. I'm more than 3 hexes away, so I will get the benefit of my telescopic sight. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Hitting on 3s, 5s and 6s are lethals. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, what's better than 3 6s? 4 6s! Okay, well, roll your dice, Bean, but you will need
all 6s.
All 6s, effectively, to get through. No, okay, so he has absolutely pied off that guy in spectacular fashion. Clearly he was aggravated by the loss of his friend over here. Next up, it's us again. So I may as well just go 1, 2, 3, and use Smite to see down the line and see if I can do it again. 4 dice, looking for 3s, and 5 ups are lethal.
What is going on, you spicy calamari?
Okay, I'm not complaining, mate, because this could be the end of the battle round. And believe it or not, that is a whopping 18 damage that basically went through there. Delicious, right into this guy. This guy has exploded like a bag of overripe mulch. And that is the second battle round done. We now move into the third and final round where things are really going to get spicy. Oh, here we are, battle round 3, the final part of the mission. And as you can see, there's quite a few enemy operatives in the kill zone today. We've got a flamer over here, a regular Mobian guardsman, another one behind this heavy cover, and a new enemy, the Commsman, who gets to re-roll a failed defense dice for a shooting attack made against any Mobian operative. So we need to kill him very quickly, but unfortunately he is in light cover already, so he's going to be very hard to shift. However, I believe in us. I believe in the Ogren quite a lot more now because he healed up 6 in the prepare phase, but now we have to roll for the Zealot to see how much they heal up. Come on, buddy. Ooh. Hey,
it was nearly the big 6.
We will take that right there. So that is a cool 4 wounds back on. You're back in play, which is fantastic. We drew 2 other bits of equipment, a laser sight and a smoke grenade, but I don't think that they're going to be quite useful for us here. However, we need to be aware of line of sight rules for shooting attacks here. We need to make sure we take out the gunners, avoid the flamers over here.
Why?
And well, I feel like having a gunner who hits you with 5 attacks on 3s with 2 and 3 damage may toast your buns a little bit on that one there. So let's cross our fingers, pray to the Emperor, and get stuck in. So the first person who kicks things off is the guy with the hammer and the weird chisel. That's him. He moves towards 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Next on the activation list is the guy with the chain, who is that guy there, I believe. That's the one.
That one?
That's the one, yep. So he moves 3 as well. Next up, it's, a Darktide Mobian Trooper number 2, and I forgot to put the numbers on them, but it was meant to be 1, 2 over there, so it's the guy. This guy makes a shooting attack, and
so
then...
he's going to have to move out first,
yeah, he can't see anything, so he's got to move, and then he's got to shoot at a target that would be the most beneficial to him.
1, 2, 3...
So has anyone taken damage? It would be you because you've already taken it. So the threat calculator in the rulebook would say he would shoot down at you because you're weakened.
Okay.
And that's what they do, is they try and finish the job. Horrible little sods, aren't they? Okay, so the Mobian Trooper is firing down 4 shots with the las guns, hitting on 4s. Ooh, hits you 2 times over here. 1 is a crit. Now, you get to roll 3 dice, 4 ups. Ooh, you take 3 damage from that attack. Down to 1. I'm going to heal you up as soon as I can, mate. I'll heal you back up. You're okay. You're okay. You're in safe hands. Thus ends his activation, thankfully. Next up is, it's the Darktide Gunner with the Flamer. He's got a range of 4. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, because he needs to basically be as close as possible to the target, and he's going to have to torch the Ogryn, because he's the closest one to him.
I can take that.
Indeed you can, my friend, and you are about to take 5 dice hitting on 3s. Ooh, 3 big hits, and then you save with your 4 plot armors against it.
And I've got 1 reroll built in.
Oh, you do, yes, because of your multi-flak layers. And there's the reroll coming in clutch. Oh, no damage taken whatsoever. He laughs in the face of his flames, which would actually be terrifying if you think about it. Trying to torch a 10-foot man and him just smiling through the flames as he walks through. Yeah, that's not a life I want to live. Next up, it's us to activate. Right.
Heal.
I was about to say, do you want me to get my Psyker over there and heal you up for 6 and then maybe do nothing else, actually, because I can't do anything else. So what I'm going to do is go 1,
Get
2...
into cover.
Oh, it does take an extra activation to go, a movement thing to go into that. I don't think I can.
Does it?
Yeah, I think that any time that it's the edges like that are facing away from you, you can't go in there.
You can't heal me then.
However, who's left to shoot? You can't be shot by that guy there going down, even if he did move. Maybe it's up to the Zealot to move up next.
What about couldn't the your Karsakin, your veteran, kill the remaining shooty guy?
Unfortunately, I don't know, because it said when it goes through the centre of their base, I couldn't be there and do it, but I could be there and give it a go.
And you could see if you could kill him, and then he won't be able just to kill my guy on 1 wound.
I think that that's probably a great idea. So I'm going to...
And then he can go on 2.
And then hopefully heal him up if we get another activation. Right, that's what we're going to do then. So we're going to move the Kaskan up there. We're just going to keep away from the forces of evil right now. 5 shots coming in. 5s and 6s are lethal because he is far away and my telescopic sight comes into play. Oh, I've missed the dice tray spectacularly there, my friends. Apologies for that. It was worth it though, so I get 2 crits and 1 regular hit. He retains 1 critical for being in cover, 2 saves of 5 ups, and re-rolling 1 of them for the Mobian Commsman's ability. No, he's not made that, so it's 1 crit and 1 regular, was that?
Yeah.
That is exactly 7 damage, which will kill him outright.
Brilliant.
So that Mobian gunner is out of there. That was quite lucky indeed.
Yes, it was. Oh, does he want to give anyone an activation as part of his powers?
Ah, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea right now. Would it be to move the Zealot out of the way even further, put him into cover? Or would you want me to do another shooting action maybe down the line? Oh no, it says 1 other. I can't do it on myself, can I?
No, but you could. But...
Ooh, that's a tough one. I can either give it to you, I can give it to the... to them, but I can't give it to the Ogryn because I can't see him.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's worth holding on to for now.
Yeah, let's hold on to it. It's not critical that he does this right now.
Okay, so we're going to just pass the turn there. Going into the next activation, it is just a regular Poxwalker with the axe at the back, who moves 3 down towards us. Yeah. Then up next, it is the Gunner who died, so we don't need to worry about him. Next up, it's us again, yes, and now I'll come across and heal you up and then throw a smite down there for good measure. Oh, I can't do that actually. So 1, 2, move over there. Health. And I'm going to use the Rejuvenant Syringe. Once per game, I can give you 6 wounds there. So I'm going to flip that over to make sure that I don't use that again.
Yeah, I feel better.
Okay, for you. That at least buys us a bit more time now. And then we move on to the next activation, which is us again. Fantastic. Do you want to maybe use the Ogryn? Or do you want...
No. I could use the Ogryn to charge up into that guy. D3 damage, and then try to beat him to death with my fists.
Cool, so the charge coming in against him.
Oh, hang on. So if I go 1, 2, then I'm going to get some cover. Hopefully keep that guy out.
Good shout, good shout.
Right, and now D3 damage.
For 2. Okay, so that's got 5 wounds remaining. And then how many attacks do you get with it? It's
4 attacks hitting on 3s.
Oh, nice. This is good. This is good. 1 crit, please. Ooh, 2 regular hits is fine enough. The Mobian Trooper is going to attack you back with 3 attacks. Or does he even get the Gunner? Yeah, it's 3 attacks. He hits you 2 times, but you will be doing a whopping 4 damage against him. Is that correct?
So I can... was it every... Oh, so that's a reroll for me.
Yeah, it's only this guy gets to reroll
Yeah,
stuff
that was
here.
it, yeah.
I would say take the 2 damage
Yeah,
and
no,
kill him.
absolutely, yeah.
So you're going to take 2 damage, he's going to be pied off immediately, and we don't need to worry about a flamer, which is good news
I'm
however you cut it.
yeah, I'm very pleased that we're not going to get melted.
And next up, it is us again. So that means that our final operative is going to be the Zealot.
Yes.
Now, do you want to move them into cover? Because the reason being is that the commsman at the back is still going to target you because you've lost wounds, and it's going to be looking for an easier kill. If you put him into to cover over here, then maybe you'll survive the extra shot because you get a free retain.
But wouldn't I just go 1-2, stop there, because he can't shoot me then?
He will move and then shoot.
Good point.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. He'll try and... The game logic says that he's got to try and go for somebody who's weakened.
But also,
But then again,
I am a zealot.
The Ogren has also taken wounds, so he may go for him. It does say in the game that you can discuss it with your team to say what would be the thing you think they would do.
So if I do 1, 2, 3, then I can flame and kill off.
Let's just go out in a blaze of glory. It's
Yeah.
the final mission, isn't it? Let's just go.
And he's a zealot. He doesn't exactly think about longevity
Yeah, what was I
a
thinking?
lot.
What was I thinking? Okay, so it's going to be the flaming, hitting on 2s.
Yeah, 5 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Nice. Absolutely spiced his bones. 3 dice, 5 up saves. He makes 1 of them, so it blocks out the crit, but how much damage will he be taking?
8.
That is exactly the amount of wounds he has.
Hooray.
So that big boy is out of commission.
Good.
And we now have the guy with the spike, who I believe is a different guy because of the fact I had to find a different thing. Has he moved yet? No,
Yes,
he's not.
yeah, he's been turned...
Oh, he has been. Yeah, then it must be this guy.
Hasn't,
okay.
yeah.
So 1, 2, 3 coming down towards you, and I'll turn him around. Next up for the activation is the Mobian Commsman. Right, so his activation would say that he shoots and pass, or pass and pass. Oh, actually, so he doesn't move, he stays put. That's interesting. Well, he's going to have to still shoot down at the Zealot, just because of the fact that that's the thing there. So he's going to shoot you with the lasgun, 4 shots, hitting on 4s. Come on, baby hands, pick him up. 4 shots hitting on 4s. Hits you once, and it is a crit.
I'll make you re-roll that.
Oh, yes, because...
My priestly powers.
Oh, I think it is only in combat, my friend.
Ah, boo.
But still, useful for later on. So it is 3s, 4s you're looking for. You are going to be taking a whopping 3 damage on that guy there.
Okay, I'm down to 4.
That's okay.
But I'm feeling good.
That's okay.
He's all right.
Next up is the guy who just got taken out of action, the big boy. And then finally, it's the guy with the tentacle for a shoulder, that man over there. 1, 2, 3, and thus ends his turn, and that ends the activation round. We're going to shuffle up and be right back. We are ready, my friends. Let's use the Auspex ability to see who's at the top of the deck and rearrange things.
My feet are probably in this.
Okay, 3. So 1. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, we're keeping all 3.
Yeah, I think I like that.
Keeping all
I
3.
don't know what it is about that combo that I like.
And oh, what a surprise! It is time for us to activate right now. Now, do you want me to use the Psyker to put the Shroud token on you, meaning that you can't be targeted by range attacks, and then throw a smite down at one of your enemies that's in front of you?
Yes.
Cool, right, so I'm going to put the Shroud token onto the Zealot, meaning that you cannot now be targeted by ranged attacks, which is fantastic. And I could either throw a smite down at the Commsman at the back, or I could get rid of one of the Poxwalkers that's right in your face.
Let's kill the Poxwalkers.
Cool.
He's going to get his soon.
Oh, yes, he is. Right, so I'm going to target the Poxwalker who's directly in front of you then. This is going to be hitting on 3s. 5s are lethal, so I get 1 lethal, 1 regular hit, and you've got 3 saves of 5 up against me, my friend. One of the regulars has been saved, but you will take 5 damage from that one
down
there.
to 4.
So he's down to 4.
3 even, sorry.
Down to
You did 5.
Yeah. 3 wounds.
That's maths.
That is maths indeed, but that is the end of my activation there. I feel pretty good about that. Next up, oh, what a surprise.
I was
It's
expecting
us.
that. Like,
Should
really?
we get the Ogren involved?
I'm feeling your Kaskin. Sorry, the veteran.
Okay, sure. Where should I be firing? Where should I put my firepower? Into that guardsman, that Mobian guardsman over there. Love it. Okay, so 5 shots with the hot shot volley gun going down the line into that traitor guardsman. Oh, that's a good ranger hit right there.
It is.
No cover bonus for him, so these are going to be...
3 5 ups.
He is pretty much dead, I would say, because he's going to be taking...
3 6 10.
He is definitely dead. He only has 7 wounds, so that is another gunner out of there. That is fantastic news for us. That was my first activation. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm outside of range to use Fusillade, so I will instead just move up and support in combat, I feel, here. So I'll go... Actually, I'm going to move around. 1, 2, 3. I'll stay here so I can get a line of sight down on him later, but I'm a bit out of cover. And now, should I use my combat drill to give you a free activation, give it to him so we can flame and kill that guy over there? Or maybe even just move him so he's closer to his because he can't be targeted. Oh, actually, no. If you do any other activation other than pass, then you will lose that ability.
Yeah, no. So why don't you give him free smite now to see if you can kill something off?
Perfect.
Less things to worry about.
Poxwalkers or Commsmen? What do you reckon?
Oh, well, the Commsman's main power is powering up other...
Yeah, so should we get rid of the Poxwalkers then? I'm going to go down for this one then. We'll weaken them both up and hopefully we can kill them a lot easier next time. So a free smite action coming down. And it is 2 lethals, 1 regular, and 1 miss. Oh, he blocks one of that, but he will be taking 5, 6, 7, 8 damage, which is exactly the amount of wounds he has. So he's dead. Nicely done indeed. Okay, let's go back into the activation, and what a surprise.
I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that.
I feel like it's time for the Ogryn to get involved.
I agree.
Okay, where's he going to go?
Right up the middle.
Yep, I like it.
Dun dun.
I love it. And then he's going to use his Ripper gun.
He is going to use his Ripper gun.
Do you want to use it on that guy? So that then this weakened guy, when he comes in for a fight, you can just batter him with 1 hit.
That's what I was thinking.
Cool, right. Ripper gun into the tentacled boy at the back over there.
4 shots, hitting on 4s.
Ooh,
1 whole hit.
1 whole hit, and then it's 3 defense dice on 5s.
Dang.
He unfortunately has blocked it, but that's fine. He's still in the mix, and that's where we need him to be. Next up on the activation is the guy with the axe. Who's going to move down there? Can I axe you a question? This guy over here with the hammer and sickle, which we've determined was this guy, is now going to do a charge. Now he can't, we're going to say that the shroud means that he can't be seen, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3 and come in for a fight against the Ogryn.
Ah, the fool.
Ah, you idiot.
Idiosa.
4 attacks, hitting on 4s with his diseased claws.
Oh, why did he do so well? Okay, I'm going to make you re-roll that 6.
Oh dear. Okay, right, so I'm re-rolling this 6 into a 3, so he fails that one. Whew, blimey. Okay.
4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
You only need to do 1 damage back to him. Thankfully, you will take 2, but you will kill him straight away. Cool, blimey. Okay.
Yeah, he was really amped up for a rumble.
Thankfully, he got put out of his misery very quickly. Next up, it's the guy with the tentacled shoulder, this boy over here. 3 towards you again. And he's going to be doing another fight action. God, the Ogryn's a very popular lad today. So it's another 4 dice. Let's see if this guy is as amped up. He hits you 2 times and they're both crits, unfortunately.
It can, and does this work? Oh, hang on.
Oh, you shouldn't have been able to make him re-roll that because it's only the zealots. So that means you would have taken an additional 2 points of damage. No, 3 points because you made me re-roll 6, didn't you?
But I would only technically take 1 more because then I hit you.
That is very true, yes.
So.
Yeah. So he's down to 9. Apologies, everyone. Okay, so, oh, actually, did I roll a miss with that one? Because the special rule for this one here is they re-roll 1 failed miss. That's fine. He did miss again. Ooh, a good rebuttal, my friend. Now, he's going to hit you first for 3, and then you could potentially parry it and then do 2 attacks back to him.
That's what I'll do.
So you're going to take 3 damage, you're going to parry with your 6, and then you're going to do a whopping 8 damage back to him, so he is also dead. I mean, I tell you what, this Ogryn is... The tankiness is really helping here, although he is 6 wounds remaining.
Oh yeah, he's not feeling well.
But remember, there's no respawning people here. Next up is a guy who is already out of action. Finally, it's the Commsman over here, who he's going to look at who he can shoot.
He can't shoot me.
He can't shoot you because that heavy terrain is blocking line of sight down there. He can't shoot the Zealot because of the Shroud. He can't see the Veteran over here. The only person he can see is the Psyker. So it's going to be 3 shots, or is
4
it 4
shots?
4 shots with the las gun into my Psyker at the back.
Hitting on 4s.
He misses with every single shot. Thank you, Emperor. Be blessed. Okay, next.
That was really nice.
Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not complaining about that. Next up is this guy. 1, 2, 3. And then I believe it's going to be people who have... Oh, well, look at that. If it isn't the Zealot's turn to act. He finally gets to jump into the mission. And where's he going to go?
into combat.
Oh, I love it. So out of the shroud and into the fire. Let's see it then, baby.
So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Yeah. That's very,
Because they're
very
both crits
healthy.
because of my equipment there.
And you can re-roll a dice here, or if you want to make them re-roll
I was going to wait and see, because right now everything's looking pretty peaches and cream.
Oh, you can make it re-roll.
re-roll that, please.
Okay,
Don't roll a 6, though.
Nope, but he does re-roll 1 anyway because of the mission rule for a failed. So he missed you all the times, which means he's going to be taking 3 attacks.
So
straight.
6, 12,
Yep.
17 damage for him.
Very nice. He is out of there. 2 enemies remain. Are we going to be able to absolutely clean sweep this? The Darktide Trooper's already out, so we're going to remake the activation deck and be right back. Okay, we're back. I've reshuffled. Now let's see if I can use my Auspex skill to rearrange the deck. 3 more cards we get to choose the order of.
It's going well, that.
1.
Nice.
No, not so nice. Okay, so this guy, I'm going to put you to the bottom of the deck. Enjoy that one.
We're going to kill you.
Yeah, we're going to kill you real dead. So, first up, oh, what a surprise. Now, how do we want to get to him in order to deal these final blows?
So, I think, importantly, the first thing that we want to do is kill the Poxwalker.
Okay, so really hammer home the point that he is alone and he should be very afraid of our Darktide mob.
Also, I only have 4 wounds. Maybe we should think about hurting him.
So would you like me to step out of cover here and maybe shoot down the line
I would,
with
because he's never going to target you first, because he's looking at me like, you've got no health.
What I'll do is I'll move here, I'll shoot him, and then use my combat drill to throw a smite down as well.
I think that might be enough to make him not feel very good about himself.
So I'm going to move to here. I'm going to fire down with the hot shot volley gun into that Chumbawamba over there, hitting on 3s. That's pretty good. It's not that great. It's 2 crits.
Shouldn't have said Chumbawamba, because he's going to get knocked down and back up again.
Annoyingly, he blocks one of those automatically for being in cover. Beanie rolls 2 5s up, but he gets to re-roll one of the failed ones because of his ability. So re-roll one of those. Okay, so he is going to take 1 to the chops, which is a mighty 4 damage. So it puts him down to, I believe, 3 wounds remaining, which I will take, and then I will do my veteran's ability to give the combat drill free activation to the Psyker, who's going to throw a smite right up the line into the home goal. Will he be able to do it? Hitting on 4s. Ooh.
Hitting on 4s?
Sorry, 3s. I completely misread that. It is 3 big hits, one of which is blocked already for the crit. And it's going to be 2 5-ups. And then 1 re-roll because of his ability. Oh, so he's going to take 1 of those damages, which is 3 damage. No, 3 damage, so it does kill him. Oh, that's very lucky. His head has exploded.
In fairness, in the Darktide video game, the satisfaction of the crunch sound from the smite is beautiful.
And shall we carry on this beautiful massacre by seeing who's next? And what a surprise, it's another one of us. It's me, Mario. And would you like to go in and kill him with the Zealot? So it is 4 attacks, hitting on 3s against this final Poxwalker. With a gusto roll indeed.
And I'm going to use my re-roll there.
Oh, that is beautiful stuff. Against him over here, he gets to re-roll 1 of them for being a failed. He's giving you the gumption, mate. He is making you fight for it. So that is all hits.
So 6 damage.
He's going to take 6 damage, right? So he's down to 2, but then he's going to hit you back for 3.
So I'm down to 1.
And then with the final
smack him for 5.
Bash! Absolutely caves his rotten skull in, and there are no more enemy operatives in the kill zone, which means we have finished the first mission. Hooray! There was much rejoicing indeed. What a fun game that was.
Yeah, big fan of this.
This is like everything that's great about Kill Team in terms of the tactical planning, all of the different abilities overlapping and complementing each other and forming a specialized group, but with the silliness of overpowering those characters and not having to worry about distances because the hexes being very, very easy to use. This is a amalgamation of Warhammer Underworlds and Kill Team, and I am totally here for it.
And it doesn't really feel like there's going to be proper feel-bad moments of someone doing something super gamey against you, because we're essentially fighting the computer.
Yeah, exactly, and it's really nice to actually do a co-op style game of this. It feels really nice to play something very quick, easy to set up, and it looks like there's a lot of replayability because I think there's another 5 missions or so in this. We may do a campaign In fact, I'm pretty sure we'll definitely do a
I'm up
campaign
for a
of this down the
campaign
line.
of
So
this.
look out for us doing a full playthrough of this from start to finish with our custom characters. So we'll save the wounds and stuff that they're on now, because that will actually go into our campaign thing going forward. And we will see you next time here on Live and Let's Dice for another battle report set in the Darktide universe. Thank you once more, again, to GW for sending over an advanced copy of this, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to chat to us on the social medias, you can follow Beanie over on Instagram at
Beanie40k.
and you can follow me over there at RetroJ, but the O is a 0. Hope to see you soon. Take care of yourself. We'll catch you in a bit.
Bye.